My name is Matthew Jessner. I'm a White Tiger Qigong instructor, and thank you very much for joining us on the White Tiger YouTube channel. You will find these instructions for all of these videos on this channel quite instructive. The goal of today's practice is to give you 6 different modules of progress for basic stances and physical preparation for Qigong practices. I believe that you can benefit from these from any level of strata, from basic beginner, discovery level if you will, intermediate to sometimes even advanced. Back to basics is always a good thing. We start with rolling out and pressing down. Rolling out and pressing the feet. Inhale, lift the heels only. Press the toes into the floor very high. Right the way down, up, and lower the heels, and bring the hands over. Breastbone up, straight up and over. The weight is in the middle of the feet, not rocking back. Down to the degree of your flexibility, and relax. Inhale, draw the hands up along the thighs. Interlace the fingers, stretch the arms, and let the weight carry you further down. Hands in the prayer position on the sacrum, long back, use the toes. And come up, interlace the fingers again, lift the breastbone, and look straight up. Come front, and the hands on the sacrum. Circles 1, 2, 3 on an inhale, and exhale 4, 5, 6. And on an inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the opening for all of the figures. Now the closing, when we've finished, wherever we do, we come back to this position, both feet directly together. And then we interlace the fingers, we draw them up, and we place them behind the back of the head, opening the elbows back, not the shoulders up, opening back, and just gaze slightly at the sky, slightly upwards, up, long neck, and we tip the head forward only, stretching the neck long. We're not crunching down, neck down, and from there, you release the hands, and we're going to take the thumb to the heel of the hand under the jawbone gently. And we're going to lift our skull up to the sky. So we're not bending back, we're lifting up and then coming straight down with the hands in front of the heart in the prayer position. Now remember that hand position, right hand front, left hand wraps over in front of the solar plexus, shoulders down, and bring that energy straight down to the lower abdomen, the Xia Dantian. Release. You've seen this a million times, and wash. And close. So that is the opening and the closing bookends of all of these 6 figures. So now let's do the first series entirely. So we put the hands over the lower dantian, Xia Dantian, we roll out, and then we press. And roll out, then we press. Inhale, lift the heels only. Exhale, press the feet into the earth like sand. And take the arms out and down. Lift over the head, lower the heels, and the hands come straight down. Breast lifted, forward, pressing along the thighs. Don't rock the hips too far back. And right the way down to the extent of your mobility. Now inhale and draw the hands up along the thighs, keeping your head down. Interlace the fingers and breathe out and relax. Lower the hands onto the sacrum in the prayer position. Use your toes and come up. Interlace your fingers again. Lift the breastbone very tall in the legs, looking straight up. And come back. And then circles. 1, 3, 4. The legs are flat. 6, And the other way. 1, 2 for the tailbone. And 4, 5, 6. And now we're going to go straight down. This is the first figure, straight down, again on the knees. Bend the knees gently. And we're going to do light circles. 1. The feet remain flat on the floor. They do not roll. And 4, and 5, and 6. And then the other way. These are light. The knee is a hinge joint and not really intended for lateral movement. We're just warming up the muscles around that rotation. It should be a very small mobility. 5, 6, and then we come up. And now we're going to take our hand, right hand, and place it on the shoulder, the opposite hand underneath the elbow, and lift the elbow with this hand, not here. And just lift it. If you left this go down, they would fall. All of the weight is here. Lift the elbow straight up over the head. It's straight up. As you see, I'm not arching back. We're stretching all of this here, which is very important for the upper back. We'll use this later, don't worry. And then just raise the hands down. Other hand. Fingers on the shoulder very gently. And lift the elbow with the opposite hand. And open the chest and look out. And come down. Now press the right ball of the foot into the floor and draw the knee up, pushing down on the supporting leg, taking the opposite hand on the knee and pull the knee up, and it lifts the back up. And now on an inhale, just release the leg and hold the stability in the hips. The connection between the knee and the heart is important. Lift and gently put it back down. Press the weight into the foot and draw up like a string. Opposite hand holds the knee and lift up. Inhale and hold the stability in the hips. Pushing down on the supporting leg, lifting this knee into the heart, and release. And now we're going to close. Interlace the fingers behind the nape of the neck. Admire the sky. Long neck. Admire your feet. Release your hands. Thumbs under the jawbone. Gently lift up. Look straight up, not back. And the hands come in front of the solar plexus, the middle dantian. Right hand forward, left hand out. And down. And wash. Lift. And release. The hands don't push. They release. The hands release. Anything pushing is the body rising. The hands release and the breast rises. That is section 1. So section 2, we will rock our feet gently to the back, open them 145 distance, lift the heels, place the feet directly parallel. Again, the same beginning as always. And we lift the inseam first, and we roll the outside of the foot. We're increasing the mobility and the strength, and then pressing the sole of the foot deep into the sand. Lift the inside first, and roll out. It's not a collapse. And press. Inhale, gently lift the heels. Excellent. Press straight down. So this is pushing down. Lift, 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 lift. No lack of stability. And right the way down. And the same thing. Right the way down, straight forward. Open the breast, diving off a very high cliff. Down to the extent of your mobility. Inhale, pull the arms up along the front of the thighs, clasping the fingers behind the back, and stretch the arms and pitch forward. Lower the hands in the prayer position on the sternum. Use your toes and your head to come up. And that was easy, no strain. Interlace the fingers again and lift the breastbone high and look straight up. And come back. Now the hands directly on the sacrum and the cosmic cappuccino. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And the other way, 1, 2, 3. It's mainly for the sacrum. 4, 5, 6. And now we're going to go into the next bit. In this position, the second module, we're going to slide our hands down again. We're going to bend both knees, and I'll spin slightly on the diagonal. And we're going to have our back very long and not hunching over, and we're going to be tracking the knees straight front and placing the elbows on the thighs facing straight front as if we were downhill skiing. So if you're downhill skiing, your skis are facing front, because if you're downhill skiing and your skis face somewhere else, you go into a tree. And then we're here looking straight out. Okay, so yes, there's some support in the hips and in the back, kind of like the chair pose in yoga, but there you go. And from here, depending on the flexibility in the ankle, you stretch your arms straight down, and then gently, if you can, you sit straight down. Now this kind of mobility in the ankle, in the knee, and in the pelvis, and the stability in the back is very important in Qigong for multiple postures. And you're looking straight out. Now, because I'm going to be nice, put both of your hands on your knees, without your shoulders, and press up. You also can come up from here, just using the stability in your body. And then we're here. One thing that's very good is gently release your knees, and like one of those old washing machines, just like me, an old washing machine, just gently looking from left to right, and the hands very loosely striking the body, very loosely. We can talk about this more forever, but there's not time. You notice, however, that most of the motion is happening above the belly button. It's happening in the focus, and we're not twisting the knees. And the hips mean front, and we're just moving. Okay, and now we come back. We finished that much. Now walk the feet in together, and we're going to close. Interlace the fingers, up, behind the nape of the neck. Open the chest and admire the sky. Lengthen the neck, shoulders down, and admire the earth. Release the hands gently onto the jawbone and pressing gently up only, not back. Everything melts except the spine. Right hand forward, left hand out and over, in front of the Xiaodantian. Xiaodantian is here. Release and wash. And out. That is the second figure. So welcome to figure 3. The same beginning as always. We walk out 1, 2, 3. The feet are completely parallel. We're wider now. So when we're going to lift up to inseam, it's really important that lift here before we roll out. It's not a collapse outside with the weight down. It's a deliberate lift, rolling out and then placing the foot back. We're increasing the mobility and also the strength of the stability. We want both. We want the mobility and we want the strength so that it doesn't just fall out. Xiaodantian. Lift and press. And then press the sole of the foot firmly into the sand. Lift inside. And roll out. Lift back. And press. Gently lift the heels. And exhale and press the feet into the sand. And this is where the stability of the ankles comes into play by pressing. And then right the way down. The same thing as always, sliding down the front, high cliff dive. Keep the weight over the center of the feet and pitch straight forward to the extent of your mobility. And relax. Slide the hands up the legs, inhale. Interlace the fingers, exhale, and straighten the arms, and then let the weight of the hands over the back of the head take you further down. Lower the hands on top of the sacrum in the prayer position. long back first. Use your toes, your crown to come up, and that was pretty easy. Now we interlace the fingers again. We lift the breastbone high, not leaning back, lifting up. And coming front, the hands on the sacrum. Now the legs are completely straight here. It's a small movement for the tailbone. 1, 2, 3. It's 4 and 5 and 6. And the legs are completely straight. Press into the floor. 1, 2, 3. This is for the head of the femur. 4, 5, 6. Now, we're going to turn on the heel of this foot, placing it directly to the side and on the ball of the back foot. And we're facing directly to the side. Both legs are parallel as much as possible. This foot, the back one, will be at a 45-degree angle, or even more in. It is not front. The hips are completely to the side, the shoulders are completely to the side, and the focus, like headlights. We're going to put our hands on our hips, and we're going to only bend the front knee and hip, and relax into the front leg. This is called the bow stance, Gongpo. You'll see it a lot. Now notice that the back heel and the edge of the back foot are firmly planted into the ground, not released, firm. The weight is shifted forward, and we're stretching the entire front of the hip flexors, the front of the body, but the back is straight, tailbone down. This tibia should be absolutely perpendicular to the floor. This is this position, Gongpo. And we straighten both legs, rotate on the back of the back foot, ball of the back foot, heel of the front foot, and we're back front again. Feet are parallel straight. Hold up your legs. Don't fall down. Hold up. Heel. Toe. Straight legs. And gently press into the front hip. Lengthen. Long back. And say the words, bow stance. Gongpo. Lift the crown. Ball of the back foot. Heel of the front foot. And we're going to walk the feet in. Just walking the feet in. And we're going to find ourselves again here. Place the fingers. Admire the sky. Admire the earth. Release the hands. Grow inside. Zhong Dan Tian. Right hand out. Inhale. Straight down. Release the hands. Draw inside. Suspend, hover. The hands release and the breast rises. And release. Hello, my name is Matthew Jessner, White Tiger Qigong instructor. Welcome to the White Tiger YouTube channel. Please enjoy the wide range of instructional videos that we have to share with you. If you like this video, click like. If you wish to subscribe, please subscribe. And if you have comments, we welcome your comments below. And last and not least, please don't forget to go to visit our website, www.whitetigerqigong.com. Thanks.